Hey guys, this is Purple Ranger, and here's part 3. Now, I forgot to mention that Bethany and I saw 16 Mustangs the day that we saw Bethany and I saw Amazing Spider-Man, and we also hung around the mall. Anyway, I'd like to give my final thoughts on the sci-fi show Warehouse 13. Now, the show focuses primarily on two Secret Service agents named Pete Latimer and Micah Bering, who, after an incident at a museum involving an Aztec bloodstone, get recruited by a mysterious woman named Mrs. Frederick to go to South Dakota and work at Warehouse 13 alongside Artie Nielsen to retrieve special magical items called artifacts, a lot of which belong to historical figures such as Abraham Lincoln, Charles Dickens, Torquemada. That's just off the top of my head because in season 2 episode they had to deal with an artifact from him. Also Harriet Tubman and trying to remember some other good ones. Oh, Marie Antoinette, Walt Disney, Marilyn Monroe, Richard Nixon. All sorts of artifacts, and they're given these special electricity shooting guns called Teslas, which are pretty cool, and they're good for stunning, which comes in handy. And eventually and of course they live in a bed and breakfast in nearby bed and breakfast, which is run by a woman named Lena who not only knows about the warehouse but also works there too. Eventually they're joined by Claudia Donovan, who is a brilliant hacker who had some troubles growing up. I won't say what because we learn more about it later on. And also we get in season 3 we meet a new agent who joins the ranks, and he's played the guy who played him. His twin brother is known for playing Iceman in the X-Men movies. Anyhow, and they're also all the while they're dealing with people who are using artifacts for evil purposes, like this one guy who had history with somebody very close to Pete. In fact, I should mention there's a lot of Star Trek alumni who appear throughout it, particularly in season 3 and seasons 3 and 4. Now, I love this series a lot. I mean, I just wish it lasted at least several more seasons. And I love the character development, the ideas of the artifacts. I should mention that some artifacts are relatively harmless, but they still have to be contained. Others are so dangerous they have to be locked away to never be seen again, such as the Aztec bloodstone. And of course, I forgot to mention another. Harry Houdini was another item. Was the owner of a person who had an artifact. Anyway, but they also had like artifacts from historical events like Pompeii, the Titanic. Also experiments like various experiments. All sorts of really cool things. And there's also a couple guys who appeared in the Buffy franchise. And it was just an overall amazing series. Like I said, I love it. I can't wait to get on DVD, even though I missed half of season 2. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait. Like I said, I can't wait to get it on DVD. I'm sorry if I keep saying that. Now, this past June was my 31st birthday, and what I did that day was I went to the comic book store and I got some comic books, the latest issue of Flash and Ghostbusters, which I pre-ordered because I went to Barnes and Noble to walk around, and then I got McDonald's for lunch and just like hung out in the basement and just watched TV and watched Heroes of Cosplay that night and discussed the episode of Bethany. Of course, I was also on Twitter, and that whole day I should mention I saw 18 Mustangs, but I did not have a birthday party this year, and mostly because I couldn't figure out like when to have it or what kind of party it would be or who to invite, and also a lot of my friends were busy, so I'm cool with that. But anyway, I did have fun. I just wish I had someone to talk to when I was walking to the comic book store and stuff. I'm not upset. I mean, I can understand that everyone was busy, of course. Like I said, I'm not mad. I just wish it would have been nice to have some company. But And I got some really cool gifts, actually. This past, quite recently, Bethany gave me one of my birthday gifts, and it was amazing, which I'll talk about later. Anyway, I did get some cool stuff. I forgot to mention, I went to Target on my birthday, and I got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards and some pictures developed. Namely, I got, and in the I can recall the 3 cards I got off the top of my head on the new cards. I got number 80. And I got number 80 and number 10, Chaos 103, which is funny because when Bethany and I saw Amazing Spider-Man, she gave me some packs from the preview that I missed, and I ended up pulling Chaos 80 and Chaos 80 and number 103. I forgot to mention that Bethany and I, she gave me some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I gave her some duplicates, and I paid her for the packs, of course. But anyway, I also got Hazy Flame Hydra, which was pretty fun. You know what? This is going on a little too long. I got a few more things to talk about. Since part 3. No, yeah.